Pakistan is dealing with countrywide floods caused by record rainfall. Experts say the extreme weather has all the signs of global warming.
Home to almost 230 million people, Pakistan is among the countries most vulnerable to climate change, as VOA's Sarah Zaman reports.
Water gushing down roads, huge swaths of land submerged, dramatic rescues. All scenes from Pakistan as it faces some of its worst flooding in more than a decade. As floodwaters came bursting through their doors, residents of one village say they barely had time to save their lives.
We were asleep at midnight. As soon as the waters came, floors separated from walls. Floors burst open. Walls started to shake and houses started falling. Our entire house fell.
Monsoon rains bring much-needed water to Pakistan every summer. But this year, they've brought widespread destruction. Since mid-June, unusually heavy rains and flash floods have affected over 33 million people and killed more than 1,100, devastated thousands of acres of crops, killed over 700,000 farm animals, and damaged or destroyed more than 1 million homes. Communities are taking refuge along roadways and in temporary shelters. 1/3 of the country is underwater.
We have nothing. Our house is submerged. We lost our wheat grain to water. We just saved our lives and are sitting on the road.
Government officials blame climate change. Based on satellite imagery, the European Space Agency says Pakistan's devastating floods are the result of rains that were more than 10 times the usual. Earlier in the year, Pakistan was hit by multiple heat waves. Hot air holds more moisture, which produces more rain. The country is also home to the most glaciers outside the Arctic, over 7,000. But experts say these masses of ice are melting fast, causing landslides and flash floods.
It's time for the big emitters to review their policies. The global climate has crossed a threshold earlier than expected, and we are the ground zero as the tipping point happens.
Some also blame rapid deforestation, shoddy infrastructure, and poor planning for the massive scale of the disaster.
If there had been a levee here, we would not have been sitting on the road with our kids like we are today.
As families struggle for necessities, a health crisis is emerging. The World Health Organization has put Pakistan's floods at the highest level of emergency and announced $10 million in aid.
Damage to health infrastructure, shortages of health workers, and limited health supplies are disrupting health services, leaving children and pregnant and lactating women at increased risk. In addition, the loss of crops and livestock will have a significant impact on the nutrition and health of many communities.
International aid is pouring in, but Pakistan's government is struggling with relief efforts.
It's raining. We're getting drenched. Our children are getting sick. We are not getting any help.
When the rains pause and the waters recede, people search through their belongings, looking for whatever they can salvage. Officials estimate the damage to total at least $10 billion. The floods are a huge blow to Pakistan, which was already struggling to keep its economy afloat. Sarah Zaman, VOA News.